So I'm having another 5-minute discussion, and I was introduced to the fascinating Dave Breith because I've just been reading all about your product, looking about it, and I'm like, wow, where where did you come up with this idea that and I'm absolutely amazed by it. Tell me more about Firexo.
Okay, so Firexo, I mean, I was introduced to the product a number of years ago now as a concept, and I took that concept on and engaged with some clever chemists and scientists at that time to see if they can get the product and help me get it working. Because I saw the product as an incredible game-changing solution to a global problem that exists in the world that's right here, right now. And that problem is, you've got lots and lots of fire extinguishers and foam and water and CO2 and powder and all of those, have a purpose in life. And that purpose in life is to put out a particular type of fire. And if you use the wrong one on the wrong fire, you can have disastrous consequences. The problem is no one knows which one to use. So Firexo, having a product is a one-fits-all, pick it up, point, squirt at the fire, knowing that you're not going to make it worse or harm yourself. It's got to be something that people would take notice of. And when I was introduced to that concept, I saw that and I thought that could be absolutely amazing. If I could get that working, that'd be probably the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh, 100%. I agree. I mean, I'd say you've been described as an industry game changer. And yes, you're absolutely right. There is all of these different products and everything else, and you have training on how to use it and what to do. And then I thought, but you know what? I've never been in a fire myself. So if I was faced with a fire, especially if it was at my house with my contents, and I've got 2 extinguishers, am I actually going to stop and read which one I need to use? It's that fight or flight mode of suddenly pick it up, and actually I could do more damage than I could, which is why I think what you have, and I know it's your product and it's your your trademark, your IP. You've just saved lives, I think, already, and I know you've already expanded. When did you say? When did you launch?
November the 5th, 2018.
Oh, great day. And that's only not even 18 months ago. And how many countries are you in already?
We've now signed up 19 countries, individual countries.
Absolutely phenomenal. And I just see it as such a huge game changer that, yeah, I'm behind what everyone else is saying in terms of, the office space. So how are you growing quite so quickly?
Oh, pure hard work, a lot of travel. I spent 120 days in hotels in 8 months with 80 flights. So you can imagine how busy I was. So I was and that was just 8 months. So that was probably half of the year traveling and just probably not even spending 24 hours in one place sometimes.
So are you signing up partners? Are you doing it through partners or distributions? How are you doing it in these countries?
Yeah, so we're signing up either joint venture partners or distribution partners. They're very similar approach. Yeah. And before we enter a territory, we do an awful lot of research, identify key targets who we'd like to deal with. We identify the opportunity, the size of the opportunity in that country. We identify the recommended retail price, because obviously affordability. We might be able to sell a fire extinguisher here for £50, but in some territories, £50 is quite a lot of money. So we understand, what that looks like. We then do lots of translations. So if we go into a territory, we try to go to them with all the key facts that's relative to them and translated into their language as well. So, devil's in the details sometimes, that we've done our homework before we go to see these people, and people appreciate that as well.
Okay, and it's fascinating. Before I finish this 5-minute with, then I just want you to give me very quickly, because I believe you put out a car fire in front of the BBC. Tell me about that.
Yeah, we did. So when we launched, we had the BBC cameras down there. We had a car on fire. and the car was burning for a number of minutes. It was in a blaze. The videos are on our website and I think our YouTube channels, and they put a car in 44 seconds in front of the BBC camera. And if you compare that to traditional methods where it takes 9 minutes and 35 seconds for the fire rescue service to turn up, they'll use 1,800 litres of water and up to 45 minutes to an hour putting that fire out to stop the reignition, versus 44 seconds with one 9-litre extinguisher. It's pretty incredible, really.
I think I should be going straight onto Amazon after this to purchase one, because you can purchase them from Amazon in the UK. I'm not sure about the rest of the world there, so people watching this will have to go as well. But I should be going off to purchase mine for all of the vehicles that we have. So,
okay, thank you.
Dave, thank you so much for your time today. It's been fascinating to talk, and I look forward to following your story and watching you grow.
Yeah, no, it's been nice to speak to you. Thank you.
Okay, take care.
Bye.